So let's talk about this, y'all. So, you see the thumbnail. Black people today versus niggas today. Niggas today, just like they were when they were slaves, when they were forced into slavery. Only difference is now, they're enslaving themselves. Now, for the record, and I have to point these things out because there's always dumb niggas that respond to things because they have no understanding about anything. Okay? The suit and ties have nothing to do with it. Some of the biggest sellouts in the world, some of the biggest criminals in the world wear suits and ties. That has nothing to do with it. They could have had on sweatsuits. They could have been standing up there with t-shirts on, okay? The point is them united. But at the same time, not looking like street trash. Not looking like a bunch of overgrown children. So no, that's the whole point in that shot. Well, you see the shots of slavery. This is what niggas want. See, let me give you an example. You see the 3-part series I did, right, in reference to this man that calls himself Lord Jamar. If you see the ignorant, stupid comments that people made, right? First off, you dumb as fuck if you think that I read all that stupid shit. I see enough to know you already done dropped yourself in a shithole. Basically, to make a stupid comment, as usual, this is a waste of everybody's time. Because if a nigga, shut your dumb ass up. First of all, that shows you what you are. You're just what these racists say you are, a dumb nigga. Because you want to know what? If the video was a waste of time, then that means you view your life as a waste of time. You are. Because you took the time, dumbass, to respond. You know why they respond? Because they're guilty of what I'm saying. What the fuck is this? I thought I was going to see Lord Jamar. Hey, you dumb nigga, shut up when your master's talking. Did I tell your stupid ass that Lord Jamar was in this video? Yeah, and if you listen and get the Tootsie Rolls out your fucking ears, from 2 to 3, I talked less about Jamar. See, the whole thing is about unity. The whole thing is about how it's crazy how black people always want to address each other, right? No, it's the niggas always wanting to address black people or other niggas because they don't feel like they qualify. I'm not good enough to address somebody that's not black. They did exactly what I knew they were going to do. Part of my message is because I was talking to a brother in the comment section. Shout out and salute to you. I'm glad you get the point of what I was saying about not making things public. All of the dumb shit we see is public. So for us to see it, just go, we just gotta, no, we gotta take action. So check this out. The stupid comment, it just shows you who they are. See, it's the stupid niggas that don't want unity, just like the racist people don't want us to unify. It's always somebody that fits the description. See, let me give you an example of something. Tell you what I did the other day. There's a girl who was scared she was going to fail her test. They had testing this week. She scared she was going to fail her test. I asked the girl, I said, have you been studying? She says, oh, no. I said, okay, let me tell you one of the first things you have a problem with. I said, are me and you having a conversation right now? She says, mm-hmm. I said, so why are you looking at your phone? Oh. I said, no, I'm not mad at you. I said, I want you to listen to me. You're having a conversation. My eyes are up here, right? You make eye contact with people when you talk to them, right? You're on your cell phone all the time. Is it important to you that you pass your test? Yeah. You have to think about that. Her mom comes up. She thanks me for looking out for her daughter and helping her. And she says to me, I don't know what we're going to do, but I guess we just have to pray. Now check this out. This is a white family. This shit gets deep. Follow me. I said, you're going to pray. I said, what's going to happen after you pray? She goes, well, hopefully she'll pass the test. I know it sounds stupid, but I looked at her and I said, all right, so let me ask you a question. I said, how much time you got to spare right now? Oh, we're just out here in the park. Yeah, right. I said, okay, it's up to you. I can help her, but it's up to you. Like, I can right now help her. I'll show you how easy this is. Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Well, yeah, why not? And she's, so the daughter is sitting there looking. She goes to her car, and she grabs some stuff, and she's like, the kid is going, well, I don't have the things I can study. If I said, what do you have in your study? Like, what do you have? What did you study in class? For each class, what did you? She told me what they were. Right? I pulled up samples for her. I said, what are you having problems with? This kid is having problems in every subject. We went over every subject. These aren't my friends. These aren't my family members. This is just a child. Okay? A white mother and a white daughter. Follow me. Stay with me. I said, okay. We started going over the things that she had problems with. She got the gist of everything. I showed her the most simple ways. She got it. I said, okay. I had to do some problems just to go over them to make sure. Reading paragraphs, all these different things that people have issues with. Writing essays, all this different shit that they have, right? I said, okay. And I said, let me ask you something. I said, you got a I said, you got like a homework paper that you didn't do so good on, or you got things wrong? She said, yeah. I said, okay, let me ask you something. I said, go get that for me. She got it. I said, now, why didn't you know this, right? What gave you problems with this? She goes, it just didn't make, I don't know, I couldn't figure out how to, like, when you do okay, when I move it over, the place, I hold it, the ones place, the tens spot, I said, okay, just hold up. Hey Siri, what is such and such times such and such divided by such and such? Bam. And I looked at her, I said, why you look so shocked? I said, listen, I'm not trying to teach you to take shortcuts. But you could get the answer, then you could look at it. And after you see the answer, as you start to do the placement and move over, go over a space, you will see, all you're doing is moving the decimal, but you will see. It will start to, how do you get the answers for that, all right? She had a homework paper that said the tallest mountain in the world, and it didn't have multiple choice. This was something in the paragraphs. It's telling you in the paragraph what's the tallest mountain. So the start of this sentence, it's blank, which means she was supposed to fill in such and such is the tallest mountain in the world. And I go, hey Siri, what's the tallest mountain in the world? You understand what I'm saying? I said, yeah. I said, now, you're on social media every single day, and you don't know that this is there. Like you, I said, okay, so pay attention. I'm not just showing you how to get answers and then just, no, you don't know what's going to be on your test, right? So I'm showing you how to solve these things and how to not have issues. Now, I don't know how she did on her test. Today is Friday. I don't know. I don't think they got the results back yet. But this woman, she basically was like in tears because she said to me, every time I try to help my daughter, she's in her cell phone, she gets irritated, and I just leave her alone. I said, right, and that's why she's not learning, because you don't show authority. I should not have more authority over your daughter than you. That's the point, what I'm saying. You have to put your foot down and stop trying to be the cool mom, and you have to be a parent. You're not her peer, you're her mom. You're right. You're right. And I just feel so stupid. I said, listen, it's not, nobody's trying to make you feel stupid. I said, your daughter needs you. She needs your help in every way. She needs to respect you. She needs to understand you're the parent. You're doing what you do for her out of love. She could may never see my face again at some point. You're still her mom, and you need to be there, but she needs to respect you. She needs to respect her elders, and she needs to understand when she's in class, pay attention. Don't have your kid out here talking back to grown adults, arguing with her peers, and all. Just, you have to be the leader. That's the problem. There's no structure and there's no leadership in your home. Why did this white woman listen to everything I say? Shed tears, hug me, say thank you. Right? And I told her I'm going to go get me some steak and lobster and some shrimp, and I'm going to spoil myself, right? I said, but I'm helping her. You know what she did? Why did this woman go to her cell phone without me knowing and call the same restaurant and order exactly what I wanted, just to show gratitude? Now, I offered today that same love, that same help to a black family. The little black boy decides he wants to, and it wasn't to him, it was to the parents. And that was only because of a situation where, like the same thing, where they were telling me that I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but what the mother was saying it, I can clearly see the problem was the same problem. But this is what she said. I said, is he having problems with his studies? She goes, yeah, the boy failing everything. He's failing everything. He don't listen. He hard. You know, it's his fucking life. He want to go fuck his life up. So now I'm not going to start, hey, well, hey, that's the wrong. No, I just listen to it. I can see why he is in the position he's in. I said, well, I tell you what. If y'all need help, I got about 2 hours. I really appreciate that, but you know what? I ain't wasting my time. This little hard-headed nigga, he went out there and fuck his life up. Fuck him. I tell you what, because when he turned 18, he getting the fuck out of my house. And I'm just sitting here like, wow. Now, I'm pretty sure I know white people have done that. I know Latinos, and I know some other, different nationalities of people who've done that. But here's what I'm saying. For the most part, let me tell y'all something. That's very common in black households. Very common. But here's the problem. I can tell you factually that this black mom was always running to his defense, never corrected him, never straightened him out. His father had spoke to me today and said, thank you, man, and I'm sorry about his behavior, but I'm going to get on his ass and I'm going to show him, because now what I said to her, because she starts, so I said, listen, let me ask you something. I said, does he have, if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. I said, obvious. I said, I'm just asking because this is not going to help him. I said, does he have any relationship with his dad at all? He talked to that nigga. His father come around and stuff and all, but I fuck both of them niggas, because I this and that. And let me tell you some shit, man. That woman basically was just making everything about herself, but she was sick of him. All of the babying, all of the bullshit, it backfired on him. Now, the father, and I'm not judging him based on what she said, because a lot of times people do this kind of stuff, but the father basically talked to her, and she told him that I was offering, if they wanted it, 2 hours that I had to spare to help this kid. The father wanted to help. The father wanted to, make sure that his son was going to pass his test. His father made him apologize because of something he did one day. I had to straighten his little ass out. But bottom line, I looked at him and I told him, I said, without your father and mother, could you take care of yourself? No, sir. I said, oh, now it's no, sir, because your father's here, right? I said, right. I said, can you buy toilet paper, toothpaste, floss, the bare essentials? Can you buy those things for yourself? Do you work? Do you have money? No, sir. I said, right. But you disrespect your mom now that your father is here. in front of you, it's no sir, no sir. And the other time it's an attitude, right? Looking down, sucking your teeth, right? I said, let me explain something to you. You're going to find out how cold this world is real soon. And I'm going to tell you something. The people that's giving you love, you need to accept that love and give it back. Because when you're legal, there is no call mom, call dad. You're held accountable for everything you do. His father was just sitting there nodding. And this kid just couldn't understand anything. I took 2 hours to try to help. He just couldn't get it. That's how far gone he was. His mom got to the point she gave up on him. She felt disgusted. Like, but you see, this is part of the problem. And this is exactly why. See, you motherfuckers are all about arguing over rappers and athletes and trying to live vicariously through people. But I'm sitting here seeing things happen, watching kids get failed by their parents, watching kids fail themselves. I heard teachers say, I got mine. You the one, this is your life, not mine. I got mine already. I'm trying to help you get yours. So every time you walk bopping in, fuck that bitch, I ain't doing that, fuck that homework shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Yeah, you think you're hurting the teacher? Who do you think you're hurting? Let me ask you something, niggas. How many kids have you sat down with and tried to help? How many families have you helped? How much money have you taken and donated to help families get food? How many people have you helped keep their lights on? What the fuck do you niggas do other than sit up and curse and swear like a bunch of kids, right? While you playing your video games, telling each other to invite each other to your manhood, or excuse me, to your little boyhood, and trying to act tough. Huh? Niggas don't want to see anybody succeed at nothing. All you niggas want to do is get high, talk your bullshit, and act like a bunch of little children. And I said, wow, why is it that it's always easier when it comes to someone in a jam? A white person will accept your help. I just offered. That's all. I'm not begging for it. It's not for me. It's for her, for her daughter. But white people, and let me tell you something in my experiences. I'm not talking about these racist motherfucking crackers. I'm talking about white people. White people will accept your help and show gratitude, where black people will go, I'm not wasting my fucking time. I thank you, but no thank you, because that nigga ain't, right? You've given up on him already. How much you want to bet if her son went out here in these streets and got killed, his mother would be crying, falling all over his coffin? No, right? And I'm looking. I told his father, I said, look, this is what he's doing, right? I said, take your phone and screenshot this stuff. I said, if you got access to a printer or whatever, you want to print it up or whatever, I said, just go over it with them, because I think they got testing this week. I think next week as well. So I said, at least this weekend, he has time to, study for whatever he didn't take. Hopefully he can pass those. I said, because at his age, especially reading, you know how that makes me feel when 11th and 12th graders are struggling with sentences like, Mary went to the corner store to buy a loaf of bread. It was very windy outside, much windier than Mary had anticipated. That's just one sentence. Mary had went outside, and Mary, it was very windy, and much more we just said the word, right? Wendy, then Mary and Ty paid, right? And they read like they're not sure. They're not confident. They can't do the simplest things, right? I go to help. The mom gives up. Now check this out. Check this out. I see the father after all that's over, and the father walks up to me. He said, "Hey, brother, I just want to say thank you again, man. And, I really appreciate you, man. I really do." He said, me and his mom ain't together. And, I hear about the things that happened. He said, but I'm in my son's life. I can't see him every night because I got to work and because of the schedule. He said, and I live like an hour away. But I come up, and he said, I just don't deal with her personally. He said, the problem with her is she's so busy landing with a damn boyfriend and running the streets. He said, but she don't want me to have custody of him. She said, now, when he turned 18, she probably gonna kick him out because now she ain't getting no more money for him. So, and you gonna go live with your father. He said, "Nah, I gladly take my son in." He said, "But I'm glad that I met you. I finally met you." He said, and I want to make a difference in my son's life. I did not know that my son was doing that bad in school. He said, and part of that is my fault. He said, in terms, not so much the separation. He said, what happened. I'd love to have my son. He said, but the working, and I'm tired when I come home, man. He said, I'm on the road all the time. He said, when I come home, he said, it hurts me, man. He said, it's my fault because I just take his word. Not, and I know that my son, I didn't know. I know he gets things happen. But his mama always, every time something happened, she make it about her. We get into it. We start arguing, and then the real problem gets ignored. And I take part of the blame for that. He said, because I should be, even let me see your homework. Let me see your grades. He just tell me things, and I take his word for it. He said, but now I know, right? And then in that conversation, he said, I just want to let you know something, man. Because I spoke to him. I said some things about our people and the expectations and how the world see us, right? And we're not doing nothing for their approval. But he said, it amazes me how, now, what did he said, if you don't mind telling me, she basically turned it down. Man, she didn't want to help. She said thank you, but I'm not gonna waste your time because this dumb. Just basically, she just turned it down. I didn't repeat word for word with y'all. But yeah, she turned it down. But that's, you're like, nah. Basically, because she just don't feel like it's gonna make a difference with us with him. She said, now, look how crazy this is. He said, this white family down the street from us told her he could come over and study with them, with their kids if she want, right? Oh yeah. Let me know when, right? Typical. Now, what's so different with me and them, right? And then here go the funny thing. He goes, and here he said, I come to find out. He said, you helped this little girl yesterday, right? And he said her name, and I said, her and her mother. Her mother didn't help her. I did. She just feels like she's in better hands when white people are the ones giving the instructions. I'm telling you, when a white person is the one teaching something, black people have this thing like, I can't learn from a nigga. See, you gotta have a different skin complexion for me to feel comfortable. This is like Charlie Kirk saying, if I go get on a plane and I see a black pilot, first thing I'm thinking is, oh boy, I hope she's qualified, right? Now, if she's white, oh, He's not even questioning it just because she's white. How stupid is that? But what do you expect from a racist, right? Now here you are, a black woman, and I offer if you want it 2 hours. I have 2 hours. Nah. This little dumb nigga ain't gonna learn nothing. But when the white family says something, you send your son over there just to find out I'm the one that helped that little girl. You know what this reminds me of? Any of you ever saw that episode of Sanford and Son? When Fred had the toothache and he said he'll go to the dentist on what do you say? He said, I'll go only on one condition. I want a white dentist. And my mom was like, what? What did you say? He's like, so you turning your back on the brothers? No, I ain't turning my back on the brothers. He said, why do you want a white dentist? Now, is it just a coincidence that the best dental schools are of the white people, by the white people, for the white people? White dentist, please. Well, they go to the dentist. Black guy comes out. Fred's like, I'm dead. Right? Now, of course, we're watching the comedy, so they're trying to tie it in and make it funny, but there's a message in all of this, right? Well, Fred is not trusting the black dentist. He's asking him all types of insulting questions, and he basically just don't want to get his tooth pulled. He'd rather suffer with the tooth, right? We're having a bad tooth, having a toothache all the time. Well, the white guy comes in, Fred automatically starts feeling better. Not because of nothing that he said to him. Just because he comes in and he's humming his no, because he's white. And he starts asking him questions, but he's asking questions assuming, you went to Harvard, huh? And right, just assuming. Turns out that the guy went to City College and, no, he didn't have the education that he thought he had. Not that he wasn't qualified, but it turns out that he wasn't. So he looks at it and he tells him, that tooth is in a tricky position, and I think that we need to put you in the best possible hands that we have. Well, he goes out and gets Dr. Rogers, who was the black guy from the very beginning that Fred didn't trust. And after he comes in there and realizes, oh shit, he's the man with the plan. Hey, brother, right? Okay. That show came out in the 70s. 2026 in real life. Look at what happened with me and these two different families. That's exactly my point. The boy's father want to stay in touch with me. The boy's father, says, he really just need some time that the positivity to stay up because he's doing everything by himself, for himself and his son. He said, when him and the mother split, he went on his own. He said, but it wasn't about leaving his kid. Basically, the mom left. He's still living where he was. So they moved from where they were to come up to where we are up this way. And so he's been there. And so I know these things happen. See, black people, let me tell y'all something. Niggas in this era enslave themselves. Niggas don't want to be nothing but niggas. Niggas don't care about black people. Niggas don't even care about each other. They don't even care about other niggas. Niggas are just crabs in the barrel. Which is why I want y'all to understand we have to separate black people from niggas. I don't care if you a multi-billionaire. A nigga is a nigga. See, let's take like the dumb comments that these stupid niggas came in the comment section making. For one, you saw the videos, right? How do you even say, so if somebody's black and they say something about Lord Jamar, this is a problem? And I'm like, you are one dumb nigga. I never defended Jamar not one time in the video. I'm asking questions based on everything being said. Even like when I'm saying, all of this guy that calls himself Lord Jamar, not speaking to Godfrey, who's black, but forgave the white guys calling him a dumbass. All the people calling him names. So what the fuck did their comments even have to do with what I said? Nothing. That's the point. Because niggas are uneducated, stupid niggas. That's all they are. Worthless, ain't good for shit. That's my point, people. These are the fucking people that others purposely try to appoint to be the spokesperson, the poster boys and poster girls for black people. You can't help niggas. You can't save niggas. They don't want to be saved. They want to be niggas. Do you understand that? That's why the word comes out their mouth every other word. These are the same people that your little kids, think about this. These people have social media channels, right? They have big followings, and your little kids is on TikTok playing Madden with them and playing boxing games and all, right? And listening to the language and going back and forth and cursing at these guys, they cursing at them and all, right? This is who your little kids look at and think like, I'm going to get a channel and do the same thing he doing. And all of these little things that happen, your kids are not going to be kids forever if they don't get killed as kids. They're going to become grown adults one day. What do you want to raise? These niggas want to be on a plantation. These niggas want to be treated like niggas. Nobody respects niggas. Part of my point. You got the nerdiest, most pussy white dudes calling this dude a dumbass. You got black dudes refusing to clown white dudes that believe in a flat earth. But they will clown another black person. Well, the dumb niggas that was in my comment section, you got flat fucking brains. Because none of your comments had nothing to do with what I said. It shows you have poor comprehension skills. Just dumb as fuck. But what do you expect from a nigga? I want y'all to understand this. Every time we see a news clip of any sort, somebody got murdered, raped, molested, beat up by dirty cops, cops kicking the wrong door, killed the wrong person, whatever. That's not the only thing that happen. But while we're so busy watching social media and watching the big stories, we are not paying attention to how many of these kids and how many of our people, how many of our little young black kids are being pushed to the next grade just because. This is why racist people, Charlie Kirk supporters, these people look at things like that. They sit there and make fun of y'all. I don't know who this boy is. I guess he's some rapper. Some little skinny dude had a shirt on, looked like it was 5 sizes too big for him. All this shit in his mouth and I didn't even understand what the fuck this dude was saying. But they have a bunch of white people reacting to him. They're all laughing at him. What do you think this is? It's a clear message. Listen to this little stupid nigga here. Listen to him. Yo, this thing will fall for shit, nigga. Gonna fall for sure. For real, for real. Yo, shit. Nigga on the area, you gonna feed. Nigga flower. Shoot, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here watching this shit. Do you understand these racist people are getting super bold? Oh no, but stupid niggas don't give a fuck about that because that's their massa. They want to be. What did Toby say in the movie? Toby be good at hand. What did he say? Toby be good nigga for your hand, boss. Huh? To this smiling, want to be petted like a little puppy. That's them. Toby be good nigga for your hand, boss. Of course. It's the stupid niggas. It's not the black people. This is why I tell people, when brothers ask me questions and I explain myself to you, I want you to fully understand where I'm coming from. So you get the whole picture, not part of it. One thing that I learned growing up, I could see the flaws and the weaknesses in my mom and dad that my sisters couldn't see. I could see flaws and weaknesses in a generation before us that other people just didn't see. But a lot of us did see it. Our parents, that generation, saw us as rebellious. They saw us as hard-headed, not listening. We're not out here selling drugs. We not out here robbing and stealing. We're not out here lying. No, we're walking elderly people across the street. We're going to pick up groceries for elderly people that can't get around on their own. We're crossing little kids across the street. We get paid. We're kids ourselves. Take the little kids to the corner store, buy them ice cream and, juice and stuff and all. Hey, y'all good? How you doing here? Right? We doing this shit. We making sure we was like the guardian angels of our neighborhoods. We ain't out here doing nothing wrong. But our parents had a whole different mindset, and everything they did was about their Jesus Christ, their Lord and Savior. See, we wasn't trying to hear that shit. We tried this fucking Christian shit. We tried this Islam shit. We tried, and we could see through the bullshit. And when your own parents will reject you and throw you out their house and want nothing to do with you because you denounce or don't accept their made-up Jesus, just think of how deeply rooted this thought is inside of their heads. But then when your mother is laying up there in a hospital bed, a vegetable, when your father passes out, your father walking around shitting and pissing in the diaper, where's all these church members? Where's your God? What do you have that nobody else don't have? What do these Christians have that nobody else don't have? But it will be a dumb Christian nigga jumping in. No, see, we need God. The problem is shut your bitch ass up. We don't want to hear from you. Get your bitch ass out my comment section. We don't talk to people like you. This is what I'm doing. I only want to attract who's real. I only want to attract what's real. I only want to speak on what's real. You ain't walking my fucking shoes and you couldn't, so you can't tell me a fucking thing about what's real when you don't even understand what's real. Everything that we do, everything, I mean everything, from our kids seeing us getting up, going to work every day, our kids seeing us bringing groceries home, our kids never having to worry about never having running water, never have to worry about the lights being cut off, the heat being cut off, never have to worry about not having food, and everything. We can go out, we can do whatever we want, we can go on vacation, whatever. And I ain't talking about just having money to spend. I'm talking be able to provide and give them love, quality time, guidance, educate them. Being able to take them to the doctor, take them to the dentist, take them to get things done. Everything. When your kids see that, you're teaching them to get up and go to work. But when you run to the club every weekend, when you blast the music in your house, and fuck that, suck my dick, you're teaching them. And your kids are going to play a role with you for a little while, and then they're going to get to a certain age, a certain size, where they're going to be tired of acting, and you're going to where did you learn this from you, dumbass mommy and daddy? From you. That's where they learned this shit from. No, we don't want to carry ourselves in a dignified way. We just want to be niggas. Long time ago, me and one of my cousins was talking. I said, man, you realize black people sound more intelligent in the 40s and 50s than they do now? He's like, cuz, you ain't never fucking lied, man. He said, man, I was saying that shit the other day. I'm listening to people in the 50s, sir. We're not here to cause trouble. We're here fighting for civil rights. You're making it seem as though we're asking for something that we don't deserve. Like we're not human. We're not less than you. We're human beings just like you. You don't treat white people the way you treat black people. And we're not here asking, we're demanding it. Oh yeah, these black people rallying behind each other, and this is how they're talking. How the fuck did you go from that, from the 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, up to, niggas out here trying, but ain't no jobs out here. Niggas gotta do niggas gotta do. I ain't trying to work for no minimum wage. Fuck that. Really, I ready to go to jail, nigga. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hug my daughter. You know what I'm saying? My son, let him know I love him. But shit, if I gotta go to let me fuck up, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck for real, though. This is what you niggas are doing. This is what you niggas are doing. That's not how black people talk. That's how niggas talk. You heard, nigga? Yeah. You ever tell me, yeah, you heard? Yeah. Told nigga, yeah, you heard? Yeah, nigga, I heard you like 55 times. Keep hollering, you heard. I'm not deaf, nigga, I hear you. Yeah, this is what they do. And this is what they want your kids to see. Just like those dumbass comments, they have dumb people in front of cameras, right? Anything educational is a waste of time. Because arguing about Michael Jordan, LeBron James, who's much richer than your broke, stupid, dumb nigga asses, yeah, that's what's important. Arguing over what rapper is a real nigga. Arguing over all this stupid, this is all, do you realize one of the biggest problems with black people is black people focus and waste more time on leisure time shit than really focusing on building a foundation. Work hard, play hard. I'm all for that. You niggas don't work hard at shit. I see grown men crashing out like little kids because remember those videos with a girlfriend they'll delete their characters? No! You got a bunch of bitch ass niggas in the car. No, but he probably making money. Yeah, bitch ass nigga. I know what the fuck. Shut your bitch ass up. I ain't asked you to speak. I know why he's crying. I know what she did. I know he's monetizing his channel. I'm talking about the way he carries. This is what grown men do. You little crybaby bitches. I'm the last nigga you want to be running your mouth with for sure. For sure. You heard? Bitch ass motherfuckers. Y'all ain't never did shit. Sitting up here with fucking flip-flop, pink and yellow flip-flops on. Crying. Crying like a bitch. Cause your girl erase your characters. Grown ass men. You pussy ass is talking to a real grown ass man and you trying to like who the fuck you think you talking to? You don't think I understand your little plight, your little dilemma, your little problem. Yeah. Black people have been programmed to not want an education, to not want to learn anything, to not want to educate themselves. Everything is about fast, quick money. Huh? Yeah. It's not about staying power. It's about what can I do now, the here and now, and the fantasy about how I'm going to extend this over the next, 25, 35 years of your life. What you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't have any issues with people having fun. I love to have fun. I ain't got nothing against people playing games, none of that shit. No, I do it myself. I'm talking about there's a way to do things. There's a way to carry yourself. And for a grown man to be telling a child to suck his dick, and your bullshit social media channels don't ban your videos, right? They don't give you the, restricted because, age restriction. How the fuck you gonna hit somebody's channel with an age restriction? But you got a grown man sitting up on TikTok telling the kid this, and the kid say, they just back and forth. Y'all don't see these agendas, but I do. I tell you what, how would you like it if you came home one day and saw your little daughter and they're taking all kind of pictures, booty shots and all that, come to find out that your 15-year-old daughter sending ass and titty pictures to a damn 55-year-old grown man? How would you feel then? Yeah, because niggas don't care. Somebody commented on one of my videos. Oh, by the way, let me say this. By the way, YouTube is on some bullshit where for some reason, when you go to type to respond, it keeps saying error. It's not my cell phone. It's not my computer. It's some bullshit that YouTube does on purpose. So when I just like your comments and I don't respond, that's why. And then it's like you got to shorten your comment and get it really is some petty shit. See, it's an agenda. This is no conspiracy theory. There is no way you're going to fucking tell me that you will hit somebody's video with an age restriction, but you will allow, even right here on YouTube, Not just TikTok, but you will allow a fucking kid who says his age over and over in the video. Dude, you're getting your ass kicked by a 10-year-old. You're a fucking pussy, dude. Where's the age restriction? Huh? Why is this not violating community guidelines? See, y'all don't pay attention to any of this type of stuff, man. Any of it. When I talk to you guys, and then you hear me saying things when I make comparisons to use examples. You guys hear me when I talk about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I always tell people, just go do your homework. And I guarantee you'll come back on my channel and say, damn, you was right. Only ignorant, stupid niggas are the ones that's going to, yeah, but. You know why you saying yeah, but? Because it's true. But you still don't give a fuck. You just want to be right, and you're not. And nothing you can say or do is going to make it right. When I say, for example, these things came out of Deontay's mouth. Anthony Joshua over there buck dancing for the white man, Eddie Hearn. Yet, what is his promoter? An old white man named Shelly Finkel. How was AJ buck dancing? How's he buck dancing? He just makes a claim, a stupid ass comment with nothing to explain or express. How is he buck dancing? How? What is he doing that you're saying he's buck dancing? How? Then Deontay Wilder does what? He goes and signs to Eddie Hearn to be his promoter for a fight. And then he got his ass whooped in that fight. But so he's buck dancing. He called Eddie Hearn the devil. You call yourself a man of God, but you go and you work with the devil and make every excuse as to why and burying a hatchet. Wait, so you made peace with Eddie Hearn, but you called him the devil. I never heard you walk away and call him a bitch ass nigga. You said you knew what time it was with Tyson Fury from the beginning. So that means you knew he was dirty and a cheater from the very beginning then, huh? But you chose to fight him and break bread with the white man instead of the black man and Anthony Joshua. You could have broke bread with Dillian White. No, you don't. You go and purposely try to freeze out AJ. You only bring up anything about black people when you got a fight coming up. Wilder pulled that out of his ass and started talking about it's us versus them. Where's all this coming from? A minute ago, you and Fury was like, it's easy to make a fight happen when the two best heavyweights in the world want to make it happen. That's what you said, right? Then you actually told him because you had to take him to court to get that third fight. He tweeted this shit. I'm a man of my word. I told you after our second fight ended in a draw that we would do it again. And I chose to fight you instead of Anthony Joshua, although I could have made way more money fighting Anthony Joshua. Those are the words of Deontay fucking Wilder. But because you're such a fanboy, you don't see that shit? He admitted he chose Fury over AJ. He admitted the shit. Yet, niggas want to act like I just made that up. Why'd you choose the white man? And at the time, oh yeah, AJ was the cash cow, not Fury, and definitely not Wilder. Wilder, biggest payday at that point was $2.5 million. Are you shitting me? So why did you go break bread with the white man that you already said you knew from the very beginning what time it was in Fury? He's always been a cheater. But you still fought him instead of AJ. But you want to make it seem like AJ's the one running from you and ducking you. Nobody's ducking you, man. You see, liars will make up the stories. Man, everybody know AJ, man. Shut your bitch ass up. It's always liars. I can remember this dude was talking shit, right? Yo, that nigga Beanie Siegel, that nigga official. Yo, this was back. I think this was after he had his situation, his little battle with Jada Kiss or whatever, his little diss record or whatever. This was after that. but it was still going on. Like this was like around at that time. Yo, nigga Beans be beating niggas ass. Yo, nigga Beans this, Beans that, right? And I'm looking at him and shit, right? And you know how people been around you long enough, they know, like, all right, like, yo, what's up? You know, nigga get on your nerves or something? She's like, that man, you over here talking stupid, man. Why the fuck y'all come over here? We sit in the backyard chilling, barbecue, good vibe. And you come in here with this time out Beans beating niggas up. And what the fuck you come back here with that shit for? We don't give a fuck about nobody beating up nobody. You lucky I don't beat your ass up. The fuck you talking about? No, just saying, yo, you know, this and that. And you know, yo, who think you had the best verse though? Yo, Kiss said, blah, 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 blah. Yo, but that nigga Bean said, blah, right? And I'm just sitting there like, wow, man. I'm just looking. And the official real men is just sitting there, the same expression on their face, just looking at these motherfuckers. Man, wherever the fuck Beanie Siegel is, he ain't thinking about your stupid ass, man. He ain't. The fuck is y'all? You know what I find crazy? Because DMX name came up. Because he made that DMX line. And it's funny because I thought about this shit. Beanie Siegel just recently did a video interview and he told his story. All right? He told his story. This is the first time I heard this story. It's a couple of days ago. This is a new Beanie Siegel video interview. They start bringing DMX name in it. I don't know how or why, whatever, but, you know, everybody was hot at the time. Whatever they had some stuff out there people really respected or whatever. And this motherfucker starts talking shit about this and that, and, yo, who you think won in the fight? And I'm really just sitting here like, these are grown-ass men arguing over grown-ass men. You go from talking about Beans beating niggas up in the street to Beans battling Jadakiss, and now who will win a fight between DMX and I'm like, wow. I'm just sitting there looking, right? And I'm like, yo, I'm about to kick you the fuck out of my yard. Oh, my fault. Just this. So further in that conversation, I'm like, man, yo, y'all be acting like these motherfuckers is tough. Ain't nothing tough about these niggas. They just human beings. Y'all get scared of all that screw facing and you know that shit don't mean nothing. Y'all just some bitch ass niggas. That's what it is. Check this out. Beanie Siegel just told a story. I might have told y'all this the other day, but fuck it, I'm gonna tell you again because I'm going into something else too. Beanie Siegel told a story about how the dude asked him, yo, you got a favorite DMX story? They always ask them same questions all the time. Every interview, all these interviews, they always ask people the same things when they bring up somebody. And he said, oh, chilling with him. I went to his house one time, you know, I was on the come up at that point, and he brought me to his house, you know, chilling, we was eating and stuff, whatever. He said, but I do got a story that they was in Philly, right, where Beans is from, in Philly. Some show or whatever. And that verse that whatever he said when he tied DMX name into it, he wasn't trying to play DMX, but DMX ain't want his name mentioned. He said DMX walked up by himself and checked him, told him, yo, man, I brought you to my house. You know what I'm saying? You ate my food. Let me have that shit. You know what I'm saying? We good? Don't say my name again. Right? We good? I said, yeah, we good. Yo, my man's like, yo, DMX just checked the shit out you did. And he laughed about it. DMX is little as fuck, man. I seen him in person. DMX is a little short, skinny little motherfucker. He's a little skinny little motherfucker, right? But bottom line, my whole point with that, if Beanie Siegel never tells that story, then the ears that heard it don't know that this happened. Don't you know a motherfucker called me and said, yo, you know what's funny? He said, man, I remember that time when you was, nigga named Elliot, and you was cursing Elliot ass out in the backyard that time. Remember that motherfucker brought up DMX? He said, yo, I just seen DMX on the, I said, I seen it. I already knew where he was going. This is the point what I'm saying. Y'all think that these dudes is tough. That's part of even what I was saying with the Lord Jamar shit, how rappers went from being seen as intimidating and tough guys to a bunch of little sissies with guns. Ain't nothing tough about these motherfuckers. All these motherfuckers do is smoke, get high, get drunk, and basically just what's tough about that? What's tough about pulling the trigger? I don't give a fuck if you a gangster. You ain't tough because you a gangster. You be the pussiest motherfucker in the world and be a gangster. So what? So what? That don't make you tough. That don't mean you can fight. And even if you can, so what, nigga? What that mean? Redman told a story out of his mouth. He had a song. And he said something about Hammer's mother or something in the song. He said he saw Hammer. He said, somewhere Hammer told him, hey, young man, listen, I heard your music, man. I like what you're doing. But listen, I don't play about my mama. I don't let nobody talk about my mama. I don't want to hear no, and yeah, I don't let nobody talk about my mama. I don't play them games. And Redman said, he was like, yes, sir, right? Yeah, Hammer checked his ass. And let me tell y'all something. I don't know Hammer personally. Don't know him. Don't. Y'all think because Hammer dance, because he make party music, he ain't make street music and talk tough. Hammer probably will beat 90% of them rappers' asses that try to act tough. But because, see, y'all are all about, that's how we know y'all pussy. This is my point. Ain't no nigga, ain't no black nobody, ain't nobody can intimidate me. Dead or alive, nobody. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody can intimidate me. And never could. All right? And yeah, for motherfuckers used to come with that light-skinned shit, yeah, I showed a lot of niggas like, oh, yeah, nah, don't fuck with dude. He ain't one of them. Yeah, try that Chico DeBarge shit with me. I grew up around motherfuckers that like, motherfucker, I know what I can do. I know who I am. I'm not just another motherfucker. But y'all get intimidated because somebody's screw face. Y'all think a motherfucker tough because he try to act tough. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. Anytime it take 10 dudes to jump one guy, and this motherfucking fight in, and he on his feet like, yeah, let's rock. Where y'all running to? You running away from one dude talking about bitch ass nigga. Then you catch a motherfucker by himself. Yo, man. Nah. Right? I'm telling you, you motherfuckers was saying all this shit, and that's my point. Ain't nobody looking at these rappers like they used to, like they tough. Nah, they making fun of them. They clowning them. These stupid niggas don't even understand what the video was about. And all three of them connected. Only, like I said, a dumb nigga gonna tell you this is a waste of time. No, you're a waste of time. That's why you took the time to watch me. Stupid nigga, I'm not watching you. You're watching me. I own you. I control you niggas. Slaves don't have freedom. I don't even want to own your stupid ass. That's the problem. They little bitch-made motherfuckers. Real men don't even react to shit. You know how much stupid shit I see on people's channels, and I don't ever leave comments at all. Nobody made me watch it. I watched it. But I say what the fuck I want on my channel. These the same motherfuckers that was quiet about Charlie Kirk, quiet about Trump, quiet about Teofimo Lopez, quiet about Ryan Garcia, just like I said. Niggas getting their feelings. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. You bitch ass niggas, what you gonna do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And just like I said, I used to see Red all the time. I used to see Church all the time out in Jersey. Y'all motherfuckers think that image fools y'all. I bet you Hammer would have beat the fuck out of probably 90% maybe 90-something% of them fucking rappers, bro. Probably 95, 97% of them motherfuckers, he probably beat their ass. And y'all don't think so because he was just, he was dancing. I know. Images is what fool you stupid niggas. That's why y'all got like 5 kids y'all can't feed now because y'all fuck with dumb bitches that gave y'all an image to be a good woman. Nope, she wasn't nothing but a piece of shit, dumbass nigga woman, right? Wasn't no good black woman. She wasn't no black queen. Yeah, y'all so smart though. Crying over video games. And yet you're tough in your comments. Of course. Pussy ass motherfuckers. But I'm going to tell you something right now. That image shit is why black people can't get anywhere. Because black people worship images. They bow to images. They praise images. And then they're dumb enough to keep failing. Nothing works. But they just keep doing it anyway. Hoping they get lucky. That's not how you navigate through life. Oh, Ice Cube got his ass beat. Yo, Be Real got him. Okay, right. Okay, and I bet you Ice Cube doing way better in life than that motherfucker that beat his ass over a chain. Yeah, I took his chain. Right, for Be Real. Crazy thing is, man, regardless to what happened and why it happened, I know about this whole story about Ice Cube supposedly stole his music and used it in the Friday movie and all that bullshit, whatever. But all I'm saying is this, and wrong is wrong. I heard about King Son punching Ice Cube in the face and all that. That's just my whole point. That's the only kind of stories black people have. Somebody fought somebody snuck somebody robbed somebody. Yo, before he started rapping, he took his chain and shit. Yo, he got round at the 40/40 club. Yo, he went and did this and he. That's the only stories that you hear black people tell. Yo, we gang banged this bitch. Yo, she was like 16, but like, yo, man, you know, niggas ain't, yeah, man. I got more to it. Yeah, that's all. That's the only kind of ignorant, stupid stories that black people have. No, my bad, that niggas have. Now, do you see why I keep separating black people from niggas? I don't raise niggas. I raise two young black men. I don't raise niggas. It's not what we are. It's not who we are. And that's not what the fuck our culture is. According to you niggas, that's how your culture started. That's how our black race began, through slavery. And it's obvious y'all want to stay slaves. Y'all want to remain slaves. Y'all want to be in the position you're in and go through life begging and crying and wanting something better. None of y'all are leaders of anything. The only thing y'all are is a bunch of followers, a bunch of wannabes. Yeah, I see one of you motherfuckers in the street, I'll break your fucking face open. And this is exactly why I look at you niggas like I do. Because ain't none of you worth shit. That's all y'all good for. It's producing nothing but bullshit. Yo, who you think won the fight? 50 Cent or Papoose? Because, yo, I saw a video. Yeah, I know. And his rich ass ain't worried about y'all. But y'all sitting up here worried about him. Y'all not even content creators. Y'all just motherfucking hoes that sit up on the fucking YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever the fuck else y'all on, just going from channel to channel to channel, leaving comments with your irrelevant, non-productive asses. This is all y'all do. And this, as I said before, is always the loudest motherfuckers in the room. No, they're not black people. They're niggas. They're comfortable with this shit. Today's black man understands. And we look the part. Not about suits and ties. How you carry yourself. Today's niggas is the same and even worse. They're worse now than they were as slaves back in the day. Why? Because they was held captive. These niggas are enslaving themselves. Plain and simple. They don't want to be free. Your mama's worthless, your daddy's worthless, you worthless, your kids gonna be worthless too. Because y'all niggas ain't shit. And the fact that y'all proudly embrace that shit, nigger. I don't give a fuck if it's solid. I don't give a fuck if it's soupy fucking diarrhea. Shit is still shit. Just like y'all. And y'all worthless, miserable lives. That's all I got for y'all now. Black people, salute. Niggas, fuck y'all. Plain and simple.